Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and trying to learn some more about how you can live better with Parkinson's. And what happened to my own experience with John was it was a new disease for me, something I had really known nothing about. So what I did was I started feverishly researching about how exercise, nutrition, what could I possibly do, not as a doctor, but what could I do, not as a nutritionist, but what could I do as a wife, as a caregiver now, to make his life better? And there's so much information out there. There's plenty of research from the National Parkinson's Foundations and all the other foundations that are there doing the research to teach you how to have a better lifestyle through healthier eating and exercise. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that at this Parkinson Symposium. What we did specifically was, which I always have been, has been a vegetarian. So John wasn't exactly a vegetarian. I introduced him how to eat better, healthfully, through lack of meat or animal proteins. So we started incorporating a lot of beans, a lot of protein-rich sources, plant sources of protein in our meals, and that really made a difference in eating whole, clean, natural foods. These are foods that are not modified by any kinds of preservatives. They don't have any additives. There aren't many ingredients, chemicals, or any things added to them that make them manufactured, so to speak. For example, we go to a lot of farmers markets. If you go to farmers markets, you'll find tons of organic foods that have not been tainted by pesticides or organic material or pesticides or any kind of materials that might genetically modify them. We try not to put any unhealthy foods in our body. Everybody knows there's research out there about sugar is bad. Sugar is bad. Artificial sweeteners are bad. Diet drinks, processed foods, genetically modified foods, fried foods, animal proteins. There's a lot of research out there about how proteins can inhibit the medications that some of you may take. Please take the time to read that there can be a timing that you take these medications, and when you eat your foods, that may help the medications work better for you. And that's it. And that is partially what I've done for John and for myself, and he really has done better, and you can tell just by looking at him. We just started eating from a different parking lot.
Exercise.
I guess I'm still up here, okay. So, exercise, that was the other thing. John was exercising, as Davis says, and I love Davis Finney. I've got to meet him a couple times, and he truly was an inspiration to John, so I give him so much gratitude for enlightening him to really make a change and to get out of his comfort zone. When I met John, he was on the elliptical, and he was doing his training, and he was with a trainer, and sometimes I like to call them personal counters. You know, they like to count 1, 2, 3. Well, I was more one of those people that says, you kind of have to get out of your comfort zone. How are you feeling? If you try a little bit every day, just make a difference and to get a small part out of that comfort zone, out of that circle of comfort, you will make a change and you will feel better in any kind of exercise you do, whether it's like a Tai Chi, yoga, we spin, we do boxing, we do kettlebell exercises, we do all kinds of exercises. There doesn't have to be something specific for you or for that we do that you like to do. Just do something like the doctors were saying, get out there and keep moving. The research is out there that shows that it will help your condition. And try to do it every day, almost. Sweat, stretch, and strengthen. That's John doing, that's one of our classes. It's a core kettlebell class. That's him on a spin bike in Malaysia. That's another thing I do. Everywhere we go, we do travel a lot. I try to find a place specifically where we can exercise. I'll find a yoga studio. I'll find a spin class in Malaysia. And there's John spinning with his women in Malaysia.